Yo, what's up? Today I'm going to give a high-level update of what I've been doing to start earning $100 a month across different social platforms. For those of you who are new here, my name is Bobby Shell. I've been doing marketing for over 13 years for small businesses, and just recently I've started to take my own personal brand serious. And I've been leveraging Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and just channels that are relevant to me to start earning online. And one of the most fascinating and cool changes in the world right now is a lot of platforms are shifting to reward content creators. If you use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube X, any of these, you've probably seen these prompts. And the real question is, well, what do I do? How do I take action? And how can I take part in this? Well, I want to share what I've done, and hopefully it adds value for you. So if you're in this kind of thought process and stick around and talk more. For me, the one area I have spent most of the time over the last few years is Twitter, otherwise known as X now. Elon has added a function to where you can be paid for being a content creator. And for me, one thing I've always done and what's popularized on Twitter on how to build a following and build engagement is two things. One is called, shit posting, joking, having fun, being funny, kind of loosening up the seriousness of the feed because X is filled with junk. It's a great way to create engagement, showcase your personality, and gain followers. The other piece is actually adding value, sharing something that's going to be helpful to your audience. And these are the two tactics that have been most impactful for me in order to build a following. So let's break down the two. Shit posting, as we call it, or just like joking around. Often you're embellishing stories or like poking fun at certain things culturally going on at the time, or like creating memes. And these can create, nearly millions of followers, millions of impressions. And I'll include some links to my most popular tweets below that have gotten a lot of engagement. And some of these have led to 500, 800, 200 followers. And these add up over time and create a lot of engagement on other posts. Now, the more important piece, the way you really retain people long-term, unless you're a meme account, is actually adding value. In the past, it would be creating threads where you write one tweet and then below it add another, and you tell a story through your feed and create engagement. Well, one thing that's happened on X in the last year is they've shifted to where you can now do long form posting, where you put all of the information in one tweet and you can add images and video and all of that. So there's been some shifts there, but those are really the two key ways in which you can create growth for yourself. So I will put some links below with specific examples and you can see those. And in a later video, if it's helpful, I can walk through one by one how I came to these ideas and how it'll help you kind of process out on Twitter. On Twitter, I've been earning about $34 every 2 weeks, the last few weeks. So $60 alone is through Twitter, which is pretty powerful. It's very small, but we're starting and it's going pretty good. It's pretty cool to just do what I do every day and get paid for it. Now, next I want to share is Spotify. I'm a music creator, and monthly over Spotify, I've been making around $40 or so a month. My last check was $34. It fell back a little bit, but averaging about $40 a month from people listening and streaming my music across Spotify and other channels. That includes YouTube, Apple Music, and so on, but majority is from Spotify. All I've really done on that front is put out songs. I only have 2 songs out right now. I share them across different channels and platforms and market my music. I have not gone deep into like creating Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels, and gotten heavy into like trying to really build an audience, which I'm going to improve on and work on over the next couple of months, which I'll probably document, but that's for a future video. And that's been incredible. And my latest focus is YouTube, because this is one of the channels I think you're on YouTube right now that most people are using to monetize. And it's a great way to monetize because you can have a one-on-one relationship with people and talk to them. And one of the big shifts that's happening on YouTube right now, which I'm leaning into, is instead of making this like really kind of like ADD, fast-paced, highly edited content like Mr. Beast used to do, Mr. Beast is even leaning into like just longer form, genuine, like straightforward content. Like it does better. Like the people are wanting more authentic, not just like ADD Adderall loaded, like million-mile-per-hour videos that are just like distracting and wasteful. So this video I'm making is particularly about what I have done to monetize, being active on Twitter, creating music and sharing it, and being consistent on YouTube making videos. And while I'm not monetized on YouTube yet, as of today, I have 487 followers. I'm 13 away from one of the criteria to begin monetizing, which is 500 followers. And as I move closer to 1,000, I'll be able to monetize there. And one of the challenging things about all of these platforms, I think, is consistency. Like if you've ever researched how to start being a content creator, one of the hardest things is consistency. And what's really required to be successful is you do have to set a schedule for yourself. You do have to be consistent. You have to show up daily and weekly, and add value, do what it takes. Be funny, let your personality shine. But you can get the ball rolling. You can do this. And it's a matter of, finding your niche. And for my niche, what I'm focusing on, it's a blend of small business, which I've been working in small business and entrepreneurship and marketing small businesses for over 12 years, and Bitcoin, because I've worked in the Bitcoin industry and I've understood the industry since 2017. So I built an overlap of those two skills and just those two topics and how they are deeply intersected, and we're seeing them intersect more and more as we move along into the future. I'm explaining that and helping people understand that. So, I'm still new, I'm still learning, but these platforms have been transformational because I've found a way to build an audience. On Twitter, I have over 8,800 followers. On here, I'm about to cross 500. And channels like Instagram, I'm not necessarily in love with them, but I know they're powerful for building an audience, and I'm gonna slowly work on those more. But my focus has been Twitter, otherwise known as X, YouTube. And I'm just excited to share that I've been able to earn a little bit. It's not a ton, it's just not really life-changing money, it's not really moving the needle for our family, but it's a start, and everyone needs a start. And this has been what's impactful for me. And I'll share some of the links to X below, but I will love if you guys are into it. Let me know in the comments. I will break down the specific tweets, what was going through my head, how I ideated them, because a lot of them are just pulling random things out of thin air and sharing it. It's usually not the well thought out stuff that does best. It's just things on a whim. So it's kind of a fun journey and learning, but you can monetize. You can do it online. I know you can. It's a matter of finding your niche, finding your specialty, helping add value to people, and just being consistent, showing up every day. And I'm showing up here, sharing this with you guys, and I'm excited to dig deeper, but I hope this is helpful in some way. And you look forward to digging in more. So look down below for the links, follow and subscribe as we always say, and I look forward to engaging more. Talk soon.